when did it sink in? Like, what was the moment you realized you won your first ever NASCAR Cup Series race?
Right away. We were able to, had to wait it out a little bit on top of the pit box, and but as soon as they called it, it was official, and it was like, man, this is pretty cool to be able to get your first Cup win, and it sunk in immediately. So I think it's a little bit different from any other win that I've had. Usually it takes about a day or so, but we were able to enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm not going to have a conspiracy theory on the win like I did on your victory over me in Madden. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to just as you
still live in that one, huh?
Yeah, of course. But what hey Bubba, what did this mean to you to get this win at Talladega, considering everything last July that went on in the garage with the full noose and it was found and all of that sort of stuff that we had to, and you had to endure?
Yeah. No, you said it perfect. I like the we that we had to endure, because we all felt it on this side of the spectrum. But as athletes, you get that feeling when you're going into a big moment, big game, and a day or two before, like, oh, we got this in the bag already before anything's happened. It's a very rare feeling for me. Last time I can remember that happening was my first win in 2013. Thursday night, Friday night. I was like, we're going to win. And so fast forward to Saturday night, or actually Friday night this past weekend, I was talking to my fiance, Amanda, and I said, we're going to win. She was like, I had that same feeling. And so to be able to make it happen and to see everything come into place, it's so fitting that it came at Talladega with all that stuff that went on last year. So it's pretty damn cool. I'm proud of everybody on our team. I mean, this deal came about so late last year. So to see everybody bust their tails to get us to the racetrack. I mean, our speed's been incredible for our super speedway stuff, qualifying fourth for the Daytona 500. But, it takes a whole army in this sport. It takes everybody to achieve a victory. And so our partners, McDonald's, putting them back in victory lane for the first time since 1994 is really cool. Being back in the Toyota family, they've done a lot for me. Root, Columbia, DoorDash, Dr. Pepper, just all great brands, big name brands that want to be a part of this deal is super cool. And I appreciate every single one of them.
Bubba, you're exactly right. It does take an army. And I got to tell you, I became a fan of NASCAR last year, just seeing the way the NASCAR family rallied around you during that weekend. What has been the reaction from the NASCAR family, considering you won this event now?
Yeah, no, everybody's been pumped. All the drivers have come up and congratulated me either via text or in person. So that's really cool. It's special. Like any other athletes, you always try to put that hard face on and you're competitors. But when it's something like this, we can all let down that guard a little bit and rally behind each other. So appreciate everybody. Appreciate the NASCAR family. This is super cool. I think we got five more races. I'm not sure, but MJ told me once I landed, when I called him, he's like, all right, let's go get more. Don't get complacent.
Yeah, that's what I actually was that's actually what I was gonna ask you. I'm assuming you spoke to MJ, and I was gonna ask you, like, what was that conversation like?
It was cool. I mean, it was I had a voicemail from him when I landed, and called him after I landed, and just being able to talk to him for a few minutes. He was pumped. He was excited. Him and his family there was really cool. I mean, just being able to call MJ a boss and him congratulating you, getting his first NASCAR win. So I seen Kurt Busch last night because we're bringing him over next year. I told him, hey, I'm glad I got the first for our team instead of you coming over and spoiling the show. So.
Bubba, we're talking to Bubba Wallace here on Keyshawn, JWill and Max, ESPN Radio. What does it mean that your win probably will get more attention than any other win in the sport this season? What does that mean to you?
It's very humbling. And I know my place in the sport, and, a lot of people understand that my place in the sport as well. But there's a lot of outsiders that don't. They don't get it, and they never will, or they don't want to. And that's okay. That's how they choose to live their life. But for me with everything that I try to do, and everything that I've done in the last 16 months, this is a monumental win for our sport. It's a monumental win for my career, my team. It's just special. And so seeing how we can move mountains, my team and I, we can move mountains with everything that we do. It does mean more than any other win this year. So not trying to discredit any of the wins. I was for 30, I don't know how many races we're in, 30, I think 31, 30 races. Every week I was wishing to be one of those winners. And now that I am, we're gonna enjoy all the benefits that come from it.
Bubba, looking at the history of the sport and all of the things that the sport had to endure, and now all of a sudden you win Talladega. What do you think, not only the win, but the success, the amazing success that you've had in your young career? What do you think it'll do for young African Americans, both male and female, to take a look at NASCAR more now?
I think, representation matters. And, hopefully there was one or two boys and girls that were watching last night and are watching on Monday night to see, what had happened. And that lit a fire underneath them to be like, hey, mom and dad, grandpa, grandma, whatever, I want to go race. Let's go buy a go-kart and get out there and race. And, I know this is a very expensive sport. Even from the grassroots levels, you're paying thousands and thousands of dollars. So it takes a lot. And so if you have that opportunity and you have some funding behind you and you want to do it, then have at it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.